can't hear nobody. I'm honest and I'm loyal. I got good listening skills. But for some reason or another, I can never find anybody who's honest for what I bring to the table. But if we be honest for a moment, that's rare in church nowadays. Most of us battle some type of rejection. So what happens now, we will often settle for anybody who gives us attention. Anybody that shows us a smile. Anybody that begins to engage us in conversation. We now become connected in relationship or friendships with people, and we begin to compromise our standards and morals because we don't want to be friendless for a season. We don't want to go without a significant other for a season. And because many of us have not seen covenant relationship exemplified in front of us, we struggle in really knowing who we need to be in relationship with and who we need to run and not look back from. And if the truth be told, we treat God the same way. He is faithful to us. He's always there. He's patient. He's loving. He's kind. He's concerned about our overall being. But for many of us, our perspective of the relationship we have with God is skewed because we treat him like he's an ordinary man. I actually believe that if they praise God and dance, God will give them anything they want. God says if you are going to be like that, I ain't going to give you nothing. Do bands and blessings really make you dance? There's something on the inside that makes you want to worship and praise me. God says in this hour, I don't need another entertainer. I don't need another performer, but I'm looking for some authentic worshipers who know how to worship me in spirit and in truth.
Glory. Hallelujah. Yes.
As you appear in our selected text, we see now that there is a prevailing problem in Judah. The tribe of Judah were the people of God. The tribe contained skilled singers and musicians and worship leaders. Their job was simple. All they had to do was praise and worship God. It sounds simple, but unfortunately, Judah and Israel as a whole had a proclivity. They had an issue when it came to being faithful to God. They were supposed to be in covenant relationship. And out of the two variables of God and Israel always changed and will forsake God's commandments. And then God would have to raise up enemies to afflict them, to humble them. But in chapter 18, God is constructive and he is personable in his plea with Judah. And I just want to extrapolate 3 points, pull 3 points from the text. We got to get out of here. I got to get to work. Some of y'all got to eat lunch. The first point is there is a motive. Look at somebody say there's a motive behind all of this.
There's a motive.
A motive is defined as a reason for doing something, especially one that is hidden or not obvious. And many of you sitting under the sound of my voice have at one time or another questioned God's motive behind what he's doing. Because oftentimes when God begins to move in our lives, it seems chaotic, it seems crazy, and it leaves you scrambling to understand what is God doing or saying in this particular season of your life. And if the truth be told, you get frustrated and you get aggravated because you don't understand the reason behind what God is doing. So now Jeremiah finds himself in this precarious position. Chapter 18, verse number 1, he says God speaks to him and tells him to get up and go to the potter's house where he will cause him to hear his words. Now notice in the text, God uses a preposition. He says, go down. All right. Geographically speaking, the potter's houses were normally located outside of the city, so they wouldn't disturb people with all of the smoke. So physically, he tells Jeremiah, leave the high place of Jerusalem and go to the lower place outside the city. Chairman, if you allow me some exegetical leeway, this is what he tells Jeremiah. He says, Jeremiah, you stationed in the temple too much. I need you to leave the church. He says, leave the place that you have grown so accustomed to me speaking to you at. Because for some of us, we only think that God speaks in the church. That's where you go wrong. God can speak to you while you're exercising. God can speak to you while you're driving to work. God can speak to you while you were headed doing your places that